Melisa Akinyi, pénétration, Brenda.
It's the first time I was a captain anywhere. I was never a captain in primary school, high school, club level. In the national team is where I was captain for the first time in my life. It was good. I can't really say it was challenging. It wasn't challenging, but it was a role I've never had in my life, leading people. I think I can say it was a good experience with the team we had, with the group of ladies we had. They were good ladies to deal with. They didn't bug, they didn't bother. So it was a good experience. As you know, in that tournament, we played Egypt twice. First in the preliminaries, and then finally in the finals. So in the preliminaries, we actually outdid ourselves when we were leading the game in the half by 25 points. I don't think that has ever happened. Someone should correct me if I'm wrong. But against Egypt, they've always beat us in like every game, every competition in East Africa. They always beat us. But after that game, at that halftime is when that first game is when I actually believed that we could actually beat this team. We should just continue scoring, but it went as it did. We lost the game by 1 point. Yeah, so we had to go back to the drawing board, correct our mistakes, watch the videos, and we played well in the final game again, and we won. We won convincingly. I think it was by 16 or 18 points or 17 points. Yeah, so it was a great experience playing for the national team a couple of times, losing to a specific team all the time, and then finally winning against them. It was exhilarating, for lack of a better word. It was a very good feeling. I remember I was telling one of my teammates then that you guys have made my CV. Like, I've been your captain for this 3 months, and we've won together with me as the captain. So it was a good feeling. Anytime someone calls me captain, it's a good feeling, knowing what we did. It's a good feeling. First of all, people should know that my first love is not even basketball. I love running, track and field, yes. So when I started in high school, I wanted to join the athletics team, but I ended up in the basketball team just by going to try out, and I liked it. So that's how I began playing basketball. So my first call-up was under 18. When I was 18 years old, we went to play in Egypt. That was my first trip out of Kenya. Yeah, I didn't play much, but it was a good experience just representing the team, in the junior team. Yeah, that was basically my first call-up. Then the second call-up, I think it was in 2013. And then I think I was dropped. I've been dropped twice. Yeah, and then 2017, I was dropped again when guys went to Egypt again with the senior team. Yeah, and then 2019 there was a AfroBasket qualifiers in Uganda. I made the team. We lost to Egypt in the finals. Yeah, so we finished second, but people still made it to AfroBasket as number 2. But for the AfroBasket team, I was dropped. Yeah, it wasn't a good feeling because people traveled 10 people, and I was told to stay on standby. I'd be called, maybe my ticket would be there eventually for me to travel, but it didn't happen. Yeah, and then the 2021 call-up happened where I was voted for captain, and we did what we did, and it was a good run. It was just normal. People tell me stories about him that I don't even know. I read stories online about him that I don't even know because I hear because I was born in 92. Around that time is when he stopped playing. That's when he started coaching. So me, how I know my dad is mostly as a coach, not even as a player. As a player, I hear from people calling $6 million man, Simba, so many names. But yeah, me, I'm just his daughter, sorry. Yeah, but I think I got my genes from him and my athleticism. I thank God for that. And yeah, being in sports is good for me and good for all of us. There's a time he asked me in passing, not seriously, but he told me, my nickname is Kiki. He told me, Kiki, mbona haujawahi jaribu football? Nikamwambia mimi hata nafikiria nikaona I have 2 left feet, so I've never been interested in football at all. I've always been, as in I started running when I was in primary school. Basketball came as a by the way, because like I told you, my first love is athletics. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I continued with that passion. Maybe I would be in the Olympics somewhere, like these people we see on TV, like the Kipchoges. But God has a plan for every one of us, each one of us. He's always encouraged me, but my number one fan and the person who encourages me the most is my mother. Yeah, and in any interview I try to mention my mom, because she's not the one who's known like my father, because people are like, hey, Bobby Ogolla's daughter, but it's my mom. I need to state that for everyone. It's because of my mom. There's a time even in high school, I had a problem balancing my books and basketball. My dad wanted me to stop, to focus. My math teacher is the one who convinced, even my mom wanted me to stop and concentrate on my books because I was in Form 4. My math teacher, because I'm very good in math, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. My math teacher, who's my best teacher till now, my favorite teacher till now, convinced my mom to just let me stay in basketball, that I was gonna pull up my socks and do well, and actually I did. Yeah, as in having support of such teachers, and then my mom, that's why I'm still here playing basketball. Basketball keeps so many people sane. There's some people who use basketball as a means of life. Like they get food from playing basketball. Like if I were to give you the example of that time when COVID was there and there was nothing to do, like you'd gain weight, you're not leaving the house, you're depressed because something that you're used to doing almost every day has been taken away because of a pandemic. And when that time we got back, we could play again. Basketball is life. The assignment, there's Commonwealth Games this year for 3-on-3 basketball. I was in the team in 2019, so I'm hoping to make the team this year also. To win more championships in Kenya, internationally, and one individual accolade internationally. Melisa is a bubbly person who loves basketball, who loves her friends, who loves her family, who loves math, who loves life, who loves solving problems, who loves to have a good time. I love to eat. Eating is fun. I can eat. I would love to get paid to eat. And hanging out with friends, swimming, that is also something I can do. And go out a bit, but not overdoing, just a bit. I also tried cricket and tennis when I was 12 years old, but honestly I got bored. So I didn't pursue that, but I can play those two. Yeah, so it's basketball, swimming, cricket, but running track. I'm scared of rugby, but I've always wanted to try it out, but I'm scared of contacts. I'll get injuries. But in the WNBA, I love Sue Bird because of her assists. That is what I thrive off as a player. I love giving good passes and being complimented by my teammates. Yeah, in Kenya, I'd say Hilda Ndasi. We play the same position and she's a very good player. I remember even when I finished high school and I joined Strath and we played against, she was in the national team at that time. We played a friendly against them when I was in Strathmore. And I remember seeing her for the first time and I remember saying, I want to play like you, I want to play like you. Yeah, she's who I look up to the most. And I must say, in the national team, I've made many good friendships, and someone I also look up to, in as much as she's younger than me, is Victoria.
Dale out to Otieno. Otieno kick it out to Reynolds for the three. Basket is good. Reynolds battles it in.
She's also a shooting guard and a small forward, but she's a really good player.